Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of Myths Uncorrupted, and today I would like to talk about something that has been now established, and that's that. If you web search today about it, you will only find the Hollywood version, which for me is crazy, but that's how it is, so I would like to set the record straight on this one. In Greek mythology, like with every mythology, you have a good place to go when you die, or a bad place. Like in Christian mythology, for example, they have like heaven and hell. Heaven specifically has two versions. One, the modern church has established. It's like a beautiful place, and it's it's clouds everywhere, no electricity, nothing, just clouds. But for some reason, you have like the time of your life, forever. So there's the biblical version, which is much darker, way more grand scale. They have like levels of the hierarchy of angels. You have like angels, archangels, principalities, power thrones, dominions, the cherubim, the seraphi. I think I'm missing one or two probably, but it doesn't matter. You get the idea. The more through you go into a next level, the darker it gets. Angels get weirder. It's really grand scale. Like you make it to the throne of God, and it's surrounded by like a fire river that only one angel can go through. So you have an choir, you have to wait there. You're like, I need this. He flies away through the fire. Comes back an hour later. Oh, you want this? Or, back again. It's a process. But the idea is that it's very, very dark and very grand scale. And same as hell. Hell is like a fiery kingdom. It's like full of demons. Like you've done a sin. Obviously not you specifically, but everybody else. We go to hell, and you're in a fiery pit, and it's like a demon there with a pitchfork going like, eh, 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 and you're in the pit. You're going like, eh, eh, like forever. 1,000 years. I don't know what the meaning is. But the Greek version is way more subtle. It's more desaturated. It's more serious. It's more quiet. So if you go to the good place, it's called Elysian Fields, or however you pronounce it in English, and with no real description, it's just like a good place. And if you go to the bad place, you go to the underworld, which is where my problem is. Now, in Hollywood movies, they present the god of the Greek underworld as Hades, but this is the name of the location. The underworld realm, where the souls of the dead go, is called Hades. And the god of Hades is called Pluto. You probably know the planet at the edge of our solar system, like small planet, Pluto. Pluto got its name from this guy. Pluto had, in Greek mythology, has a wife called Persephone, who is daughter of the Olympian goddess Demeter. And she spends half a year in Hades with her husband Pluto, and half a year in the outside world. I'll throw a few names in while we're at it, because it's wrong in its entirety. Pluto, the planet, has a rather large proportionally moon rotating around him, which is called Charon. Now, Charon in Greek mythology was the ferryman that would take the souls of the dead and carry them to the entrance of Hades. The entrance of Hades was, in Greek mythology, sometimes you have like more than one version. Like the core version is that Charon will pick you up from the riverbank of River Acheron and will sail you down the river. At some point, the river widens to a lake, and at the bottom of the lake is the entrance to Hades. Now, let me just say this: Acheron is actually a real river. It has a strong presence in Greek mythology, but it's a river you can visit today. It's in North Greece. It's beautiful. It's green. There's like hotels and Airbnbs all around it. You can do like rafting and stuff. It's especially in summer. Rivers in Greece dry out a bit, and you can walk in the river like knee deep. It's beautiful. I mean, it's a really nice experience to visit. Greece is not just the islands. There's so much. And Acheron is really worth visiting. If you web search Acheron River in Greece now, well, after the video, go to images or videos, and you're going to be amazed. I promise you. So The way it worked was that when someone will die in ancient Greece, in real ancient Greece, not in mythology, and had a funeral, which in ancient times wasn't always the case, they will put 2 coins on his eyes, a specific type of coin called ovolos, which is used today in expressions when you refer to very little money. Say, you use this word. So they will put two of those on his eyes at his funeral, so his soul can pay the ferryman, which is Charon. When somebody will die, the Greek Olympian god Hermes, the Roman version is Mercury, will escort the soul of the dead person to the riverbank of Acheron, and then they will go on board on Charon's boat, and he will sail them down to the river, to the entrance of Hades. Now, the entrance of Hades is, we're also given the impression that can be found elsewhere as well. For example, there is the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. I don't know how Eurydice is pronounced in English. Eurydice, something like that. She died, and Orpheus went all the way down to Hades, bypassed the guardian of Hades, which I will come back to in a minute, and begged Pluto, the god of Hades, to get Eurydice back. So when you're in Hades, you are a ghost. You're in spectral form. From the way it's been described, we're given the impression that people just lied rather than walk, and they don't have the ability to speak. So no sound, barely any light, and no sound. So Orpheus begged, the Pluto was like, okay, yes, but on your way out, you cannot turn around to check if she's behind you. And Orpheus was like, okay, yeah, I can do that, But he couldn't know if she was behind him because she wouldn't make a sound. She couldn't speak, and she was a ghost. And that frustration was building up. And just as they were getting close to the exit, as you could see the exit of Hades, he couldn't hold it anymore. He turned around to look at her, to see if she's there. And she was there for a moment, but then she was pulled back to Hades by an invisible force. I guess it was a very cinematic moment, like, no, something like that. He tried to get back in, but he couldn't pass the guardian this time. The guardian is called Cerberus. Now, in Greece, we don't have the letter C in our alphabet. So anything spelled with a K is pronounced with a K. So it's Charon, not Sharon. I heard, I think it was in the third John Wick installment. Don't quote me on that. I think it was on the third one. Ian McShane was playing the hotel owner, and Patrick Reddick was playing the manager. Definitely Reddick, the surname. And his name in the movie was Charon. And Ian McShane kept saying to Keanu Reeves, Sharon. After he died, he got sort of something. And Sharon, I was like, who the hell's Sharon? Because in my head, Sharon is spelled Sharon, like Sharon Stone, the actress. And then it clicked to me. I said, oh my God, he's mispronouncing Charon. It's Charon, and it's Cerberus. And that's that. I'm sorry. So Cerberus was a three-headed dog that was guarding the gates of Hades, so no mortal who could make it that far could pass beyond that point. So pretty much that. Just to recap, the location is called Hades. The god is called Pluto. Okay? Anywhere else you go today, after this video, to web search, you will find false information. The god is called Hades, etc., 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 etc. None of that is correct, right? Undisputedly, inarguably, Pluto, Hades. Okay? I see you in another video. Take care.